UFC 319 is quickly approaching, and Khamzat Chimaev has kicked off his intense training camp ahead of his title fight against Dricus Du Plessis. Chimaev is fully committed to capturing the UFC middleweight belt, pushing himself through grueling training sessions. His focus is evident as he's been seen grappling with two-time Olympic wrestling gold medalist Abdulrashid Sadulayev, showcasing the seriousness of his preparation. The MMA community has taken notice of Chimaev's brutal training methods. Joe Rogan has praised Chimaev's aggressive seek-and-destroy fighting style, calling him confident and incredible. Rogan pointed out that Chimaev was barely touched in his first 4 UFC bouts, though he noted that his approach might still need some refinement. Rogan also highlighted Chimaev's powerful right hand, joking that it could break mountains, and recalled being stunned by his one-punch knockout of Gerald Meerschaert. Former UFC champion Robert Whittaker believes that Khamzat Chimaev's takedowns will play a crucial role in determining the outcome of the fight, expressing doubts that Duples will be able to stop them. Whittaker anticipates that Chimaev will dominate, early on using his relentless grappling and pressure. However, he raised concerns about Chimaev's stamina if the fight stretches into the later rounds, pointing to Duplessis' impressive endurance as a potential factor that could shift the momentum. UFC legend Michael Bisping has called Khamzat Chimaev a relentless force, noting that he fights at one gear, full throttle. Bisping praised Chimaev's aggressive, unyielding style, describing him as a straight-up killer who relentlessly pushes forward with the goal of taking opponents down, dealing damage, scoring knockouts, or securing submissions. He highlighted that from the very first bell, Chimaev's sole focus is on hurting his opponents, a mentality that has resulted in 14 wins, with 12 of them coming by stoppage.
A lot about Khamzat. We know that, first of all, we know that style, that seek and destroy, throw yourself into the fire style. Yeah, you're not going to just steamroll everybody, because he went through 4 fights in the UFC and was only hit twice. I mean, of course the guy's confident.
Yeah, incredible.
Yeah, incredible.
Yeah,
Incredible.
He said his right hand breaks mountains.
I'm not arguing with him.
No, that's pretty confident.
It's very confident.
I was like, damn, I love that line.
Well, when he fought Gerald Meerschaert and knocked him out with one punch, it was like, oh my God.
UFC legend Michael Bisping has called Khamzat Chimaev a relentless force, noting that he fights at one gear, full throttle. Bisping praised Chimaev's aggressive, unyielding style, describing him as a straight-up killer who relentlessly pushes forward with the goal of taking opponents down, dealing damage, scoring knockouts, or securing submissions. He highlighted that from the very first bell, Chimaev's sole focus is on hurting his opponents, a mentality that has resulted in 14 wins, with 12 of them coming by stoppage.
How do you stop his takedown? Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think Dricus will stop Chimaev's takedown.
Okay.
I like it. It's like, oh, mate, trust me, it's kept me up at night. I've been just running it back.
Yeah.
And it's like, there's a way, but it's tricky. Okay. Because once he gets his hand on you, once you back up on that fence, he's going to stay there on you. Now, can he do that? Can he? Because I believe he will get Dricus down. He will control him for a round. But if he can't put him away, what does he look like coming out in round 2?
Yeah.
And then, let's say he does it again. What does he look like coming out in round 3? And then we've got that Usman fight again. Okay, and Dricus, like, he's got a gas tank.
Yeah.
He's got that dog in him. He can. If you don't put him away, he'll keep fighting. Like, he'll keep coming at you with his with his bombs and his punches and his kicks. He'll keep doing.
Michael Bisping also took the time to commend Dricus Du Plessis for his impressive 11-fight win streak and dominant victories over top fighters like Sean Strickland and Israel Adesanya. Bisping pointed out that Du Plessis is still evolving as a fighter and cautioned against underestimating his grappling skills. He recalled a training session where Du Plessis submitted an entire team of jiu-jitsu black belts, emphasizing that the South African's grappling is no joke. Bisping warned that if Chimaev expects an easy fight, he could be in for a rude awakening.
Khamzat Chimaev is a force of nature, and he only knows how to fight one speed, and that's why people really enjoy watching this guy fight. He goes forward, he's a straight up killer, he's looking to take you down, do damage, knock you out, squeeze your head off. Whatever it is, he's trying to do damage right from the opening bell. And that's what he's done to almost everybody. 14 wins, 12 stoppages.
UFC Hall of Famer Daniel Cormier shared his excitement for the upcoming fight, calling it a fantastic matchup. He pointed out that labeling Khamzat Chimaev as scared only fuels his aggressive and quick reactions, adding even more intensity to his style. Cormier also emphasized that Dricus Du Plessis' unorthodox approach and unpredictable angles will make the fight more challenging than many anticipate. He cautioned that anyone still thinking Chimaev will dominate hasn't fully grasped the complexities of MMA. Cormier is confident that the fight will be close, thrilling, and definitely one to watch.
He's gone to a decision is twice against Gilbert Burns and Kamaru Usman, and we know what happened there. He got a little bit tired, and against Kamaru Usman, well, he was kind of lucky to get that decision. I'm not talking about Khamzat Chimaev. I think he's phenomenal, but I think he's got some problems here going 5 rounds against Dricus Du Plessis. We've never seen him go 5 rounds, but we do know the man is a finisher. He is a phenom. He's a freak of nature. He's a strong son of a bitch. He's a great wrestler. He might not have the accolades of a Bold Nickel, but holy shit, when it comes to being effective, Khamzat Chimaev is right up there. He's one of the best finishers that we have in mixed martial arts right now. In fact, I will say the 2 best finishers in all of MMA right now, Tom Aspinall and Khamzat Chimaev. Khamzat, 14 fights, 12 stoppages, 2 decisions, as I said earlier. And I'm telling you, he's going to try and finish Dricus Du Plessis straight away. And that's his best.
Daniel Cormier also pointed out that, unlike Chimaev's previous opponents who often trained in similar camps, Dricus Du Plessis comes from a completely different environment. He highlighted how their contrasting styles and personalities will create an intriguing clash inside the cage, making the build-up to the fight even more intense. Cormier believes the mutual dislike between the 2 fighters will only fuel the rivalry, adding an extra layer of intensity to what is already shaping up to be a highly anticipated bout.
Du Plessis, this man's on fire, right? He's 23-2 overall. He's on an 11-fight win streak. He's got 10 wins in the UFC. And of course, this will be his 3rd title defense. He beat Sean Strickland by unanimous decision. He choked out Israel Adesanya in the 4th round, and he took the belt, as we know, in a close split decision victory over Sean Strickland way back at UFC 297. But they always say when you become the champion, you get 30% better. This man is improving all the time. He's got tremendous grappling of his own. If Khamzat Chimaev thinks that he's going to go out there and just take down Dricus Du Plessis and just choke him out, right, like he's some schmuck, like he doesn't know what he's doing, like he's not someone that choked out an entire black belt jiu-jitsu team one after the other.
Ariel Helwani also weighed in on the fight, predicting that Dricus Du Plessis will be able to figure things out as the bout unfolds. He believes that Du Plessis has the ability to drag the fight into the later rounds, where he can adapt, adjust his strategy, and gain the experience needed to overcome the challenge. Helwani thinks this will be key, as Du Plessis' ability to evolve during the fight could be the factor that allows him to find success against Chimaev.
Yeah, I think it's a great fight, and you're right. You want to piss off Khamzat, call him scared. You want to make Chimaev mad, call him afraid of anything, and he'll come at you like a bat out of hell. I think it's a great fight. I think Dricus' awkward ability and his ability to create different angles to make you not recognize what you're seeing makes it a much tougher fight than most people may anticipate. A couple fights ago, everybody would have thought Khamzat would just run through Dricus Du Plessis. But if you today feel that way, you're out of your mind. If you today can openly say Khamzat Chimaev is just going to run through Dricus Du Plessis and is not going to be competitive, you have no idea what mixed martial arts is. This is going to be a fun.
Kamaru Usman, who's faced Chimaev in the past, shared his insights on the fight, saying that taking down Chimaev in the first round is incredibly difficult, and escaping once he's on top is even tougher. Usman praised Chimaev's grip and submission skills, acknowledging how dominant he can be in the clinch and on the ground. However, he raised a key point: whether Chimaev's aggressive, high-pressure style will be as effective against a fighter like Dricus Du Plessis, who may present different challenges. Usman questioned if Chimaev's usual tactics will work as smoothly against someone with Du Plessis' unique skill set and resilience.
These two guys, we know that these two guys don't like each other. We don't have the backdrop of them training prior like Strickland and Khamzat had, but you can tell they don't like each other. They are so completely different. And I think in that different is going to make for not only a good fight, but also a very fun build-up to the fight.
Meanwhile, Ilia Topuria expressed respect for both fighters, referring to one as a relentless finisher who never leaves the outcome to the judges. He praised Chimaev's aggressive style, noting that it's exactly that kind of approach that's earned him a shot at the title. Despite being friends with both men, Topuria sees their potential matchup as a thrilling clash for the fans and wished them both the best of luck. He acknowledged the excitement surrounding the fight, knowing it's one that will deliver fireworks inside the cage.